At the edge of a quiet coastal village lived a fisherman named Oro, known not for the size of his daily catch, but for his unquenchable desire to conquer the entire ocean. While most villagers were content with casting nets near the shore, Oro believed there must be more beyond the horizon, larger fish, greater rewards, perhaps even glory that would echo beyond generations. Every morning before the first light touched the waves, Oro would stand at the pier staring at the vast sea as if it owed him something. One dawn, an elderly traveler passed through the village. His robe was simple, his sandals worn thin, his gaze calm yet strangely penetrating. Seeing Oro fixated on the ocean, he asked, "Why do you stare at the horizon with such restlessness?" Oro replied without turning his head, "Because I know there is more out there. What I pull from these shallow waters is never enough." The traveler nodded. "What is enough?" Oro frowned. "Enough is when I am recognized as the greatest fisherman, when I have caught more than any man." "Here," the traveler gently said, "then the ocean will never be enough for you." Oro looked at him puzzled, but said nothing. That day, Oro prepared his boat to sail further than ever before. His friends warned him, the deep sea is unpredictable. But ambition deafened fear. As the sun climbed, Oro steered his boat toward the unknown waters. At first, everything seemed promising. He cast his net and hauled in fish larger than any he had seen. His heart raced with triumph. "This is it," he whispered. He sailed further. The winds grew stronger, the waves taller. Still, he continued, chasing what he believed was greatness. Hours passed. The ocean began to shift, its color turning from welcoming sapphire to foreboding steel. Clouds gathered. Oro cast his net once more, but it came back empty. He tried again. Empty. Frustrated, he shouted into the wind, "There must be more." The storm erupted. Torrential rain pounded his small boat. Lightning flashed across the sky like nature's fury unleashed. The boat rocked violently. Oro clung to the mast as waves crashed over him. His net washed overboard. He cried out in desperation, "I will not return with nothing." The sea answered with another wave, nearly capsizing him amid chaos. He heard a voice not from outside, but within. "What if nothing is what you must return with?" Exhaustion overcame resistance. He released his grip and fell to his knees. In that moment of surrender, he threw everything he carried, his extra gear, his journal tracking records, even his prized golden hook overboard. Each object sank, swallowed by the sea. With each release, the storm seemed to dim. He realized the weight he fought was not the ocean, it was his own endless hunger. As dawn broke the next day, the storm cleared. Oro found himself drifting peacefully. He had no large catch, no record-breaking story, just silence and a calm heartbeat. When he reached the shore, the villagers ran to his aid expecting tragedy. Instead, they saw a softness in his eyes they had never seen before. One villager asked, "Did you find what you sought?" Oro replied quietly, "I did not find more fish. I found the ocean." Days passed. Oro continued to fish, this time near the shore. He no longer competed. He fished with care, taking only what he needed, releasing what was too young or too much. The villagers noticed that though he now caught fewer fish, there was always enough. One evening, He sat by the sea with the same elderly traveler who had not yet left the village. Oro asked, "Why did the storm come when I let go?" The traveler smiled gently. "Because when the ocean realized you were no longer trying to take from it, it allowed you to return to it. The ocean does not punish ambition, but imbalance. When you chase too much, you forget the sea is vast, but your boat is small." Oro looked at his hands, once seeking to conquer, now simply grateful to hold a single fish. "Then what is true success?" he asked. The traveler pointed to the horizon, where the sky reflected on the water's surface. "Success is when you sail with purpose, not greed. When you fish with respect, not entitlement. The endless ocean is not meant to be conquered. It is meant to be journeyed." As the sun set in hues of coral and gold, Oro stood. He no longer stared at the horizon demanding answers. He simply stood with peace, understanding that greatness is not in taking more, but in knowing when to stop. The narrator's voice closes softly. Many venture into life like Oro, believing that the more they take, the greater they become. But the ocean of life does not reward those who empty it, only those who learn to harmonize with its tides. True freedom is not found in the endless pursuit of more, but in the quiet acceptance of enough. Final line appears on screen as slow piano notes play. He who knows how much is enough will never feel lacking. A calm pause, then a gentle final whisper. Do not sail to conquer the ocean, sail to understand it.